Well, good morning, folks. We're coming to you from Robert Moses State Park. Just stop number 1 on our journey today in a day in the life of a surf fisherman. I'm joined by my buddy Larry over here. We got Chris and Randy, all the surf fishermen lined up and down the beach. It's chilly this morning, about 32 degrees, which is typical for middle November. Beautiful sunrise coming up. This is what surf fishing's all about. You're going to hear the cell phone going off today as we get reports coming in as what's going on different beaches. As we stay here, we're going to work this area hard. And that's what we're going to do today. A day in the life of the surf fisherman, little tips on what to keep in your car and a tackle you're using. Talk to some anglers along the beaches possibly, and see what's going on as we jump from beach to beach to beach following the fish today. Hopefully we don't have to do that too much, but we'll see what happens because like we said, it's fishing, not catching. But that's what we're doing today. We're surf fishing here in November here on the Fisherman, so stay with us. We'll be right back.
All right, folks, celebrating our 2nd decade, it's time for the Northeast premier fishing show, The Fishing Line with Rich Johnson. The Fishing Line is brought to you by Boaters World, boating and fishing for the world, Boaters World. And by the Outdoor Channel, real outdoors for real people, the Outdoor Channel. Also brought to you in part by Bomber Lures, Tie One On. Silver Thread Line, Performance Technology Line. Yum Baits, start a feeding frenzy. Daiichi Hooks, the world's sharpest hooks. Yamaha, when you want the best. And by Lipa, the power of change.
Hey folks, you've been coming to the fishingline.com site for years for the only up-to-the-minute fishing reports on the web. Now get the same great reports 24 hours a day by telephone. That's right, the new Fishing Line report line is up and running, and best of all, it's free. No membership fees, no pay-by-the-minute fees that cost you nothing. A free phone call for the best updated reports 24 hours a day, all by phone. Call 516-977-2088, 516-977-2088.
The Outdoor Channel is the channel you've been waiting for. We bring you the real outdoors with hours of hunting action each and every day. If real outdoor entertainment is what you're looking for, then you need the Outdoor Channel. Call your cable provider to let them know that you want the only real outdoor network, the Outdoor Channel.
Last break signal.
There he is. Oh my goodness.
All right.
I love it here. The sand, the water, and it reminds me of how precious our natural resources are here on Long Island and how we must preserve them for future generations. Simple steps like shutting off lights, turning down the air conditioner, and buying products with the Energy Star label, along with supporting the use of alternative energy sources, will help ensure a beautiful Long Island.
Lipa, more choice, better service.
Chris is in the green. Oh, look at the birds coming. I see the birds, yeah. Well, Joe McQuillan hasn't called me, so he must not be in over at Field 2 yet, or not enough to make us come down there. Oh, look at all these little fish. See all these little circles in the water stuff? Birds. Beautiful sunrise coming up. Come on, Larry! Hey, what's he got? Bluefish. How are you doing?
Great.
What are you using?
Oh, I can't tell you. Chicken scratch.
Chicken scratch ice salt, huh?
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Rich
Rich Johnson here.
Johnson. All right. Yeah.
We're actually filming a show down here today, so I'm hoping I can catch a couple of fish.
Oh, let me tell you, yesterday.
I was here. The only guy who wasn't here was him yesterday.
What time did you get here?
Take it, take it, take it. She came up on it once. Oh, come on, baby. Oh, yeah. Woo! Yeah, baby, the first one's the hardest, Larry. Come on, let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah. Looks like a little bluefish to start. Little bluefish. Oh, little bass. Little bass on the knucklehead. See, what's happening is we got a lot of fish breaking water. They seem to be very, very finicky this morning. So what I got to do is I got to play and change and change and change. I've been going down in size. I tried to throw some big metal lips for them, but they seem to be very finicky, like I was saying. So what I did was I went to a small knucklehead, which gives me a small, low profile in the water. Okay, it gives me a small, low profile in the water, but I can kick up a little bit of water where I wanted to, or I could swim it slow, almost like a metal lip. That's why the knucklehead is so versatile, because with the jointed head, when you swim it slow, you get a little bit of a wiggle back and forth. And that's what I did to raise this fish. First fish of the morning. Put him back in. Nice little schoolie bass. But when it gets finicky, you want to go small. Yeah, woo! Larry's in. Here we go. Little bass, Larry? I just had a hit right here. What do you got on, a redfin? I hear my friend Larry did the same thing on a small schoolie. The fish are very finicky. He went to a cotton cordell redfin, about a 6-incher, but if you notice, that and a knucklehead, just about the same size, and you reel them slow, create a small V-wake. When they get finicky, you gotta go small, right, Larry?
Yes.
Let's see if we can raise a few more fish here. You can throw that one back. Fisherman. Hey, Joe, Rich, what's going on down at field 2? Nothing? I'm here at field 4 with Larry and Chris and some guys. Dead down here too. Not much wind here this morning. The whole thing just died from yesterday. We had that field day down here yesterday. What are you going to do? You're going to go back to the drive on it too? All right. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, there's some big fish breaking right out here. I think we're going to stay here and cast a little bit more, Joe. And then I'm going to take a look at Tow Bay, and I'm going to go back and look at Point Lookout and make a few more phone calls to see what's going on, all right? You're going to do the same? Good. All right, let me know if anything's happening. All right, keep me posted. Bye. Yeah, look at this. Nice fish out here breaking. I guess we'll launch some pencil poppers. What do you find out? Anything?
No, it's quiet down at 5.
Quiet down at field 5? This is amazing. What, like night and day compared to yesterday, man. This is unbelievable. Man, there's some big fish breaking out here. All outside of casting range. It's been an afternoon incoming bite this last 2 days. I think we need more wind on the water. It's too clean, too flat. We need a chop in the water to get going. What do you see, bait in here? Oh, let's do some more casting, I guess. This is unbelievable. All right, thanks. Okay. All right, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a commercial break and see if we can pick this action up sometime a little bit later in the tide. We still got about, I don't know, 4 hours of the outgoing tide left. Then the slack, high tide here at Fire Island, I think is 7, to be safe, 7, 8 o'clock, somewhere there this evening. So maybe it'll be an afternoon bite here. So we'll take a quick commercial break. I'll make a few more casts. We'll meet you back at the truck on the road.
Silver Thread, performance technology fishing line.
The Montauk Yacht Club has been a public resort and marina since the mid-'80s. With over 200 slips, the marina is a perennial favorite for overnight or season-long stays. Yachting Magazine named Montauk Yacht Club one of the top 10 destinations in America, Mexico, and the Caribbean. With beautiful baths, luxurious rooms, and wireless internet access, the Montauk Yacht Club is tastefully elegant, relaxing, and invitingly fresh for wedding or corporate functions, with dining and lounge just steps away.
When hurricanes ravaged Florida, it left millions in damage, except for the owners of Tide Slide.
No damage, thanks to the Tide Slides.
This patented design held boats fast during the worst that Mother Nature could dish out. Using stainless steel and 100% UV-stabilized polymer parts, it's simple to install and impervious to salt water and sunlight.
Could not be more handy with the Tide Slides. Buy them.
Find out more at Tideslide.com or call 1-800-780-6094.
Yamaha's new 250 horsepower 4-stroke delivers everything you want in an offshore outboard. Its unique variable camshaft timing and electronic throttle valve deliver breathtaking torque, powerful acceleration, smooth trolling, and exceptional fuel efficiency, all wrapped up in Yamaha's legendary 4-stroke turn-the-key reliability. Everything you want, and then some.
There he is. Oh, yeah. Woo! Let's see what we got here. Little bass. Woo! A lot of fish are rolling. They're rolling. They're still finicky. It's 8:30 in the morning now. We haven't left the beach like I thought we were going to. What I did was the feet on peanut butter in a wash. So I went to my little gummy shed right here. Almost looks like a striped bass color. We saw some fish. There's a couple of big 20-pound fish rolling in the surf. Just haven't been able to get them to take, but little gummy shed. A lot of peanut butter running down the beach. You want to make sure you match the hatch. I'm not really worried about color in this situation. I'm looking to match the hatch and find the size of the bait first. Then I'll worry about color. We'll put this one back. Oh, that way, that way, that way. There he goes. Still right here. There we go. Man, I saw a big fish roll up here. Gonna be a 15, 20-pound fish. And I threw the gummy shad out there and I picked up that schoolie. So it's gonna be one of these finicky days until the tide changes. So maybe we won't go check out some other beaches. I think we'll stick it out here, make a few phone calls and see what's going on. Nice bass. Oh, there's a hit right there. Come on. There's one. Oh yeah. Come on. This one looks a little better. Let's see what we got here. It's really weird because big bluefish, I think. His bait just rolling. The bass and the blues are just rolling on the bait. They're very finicky. You almost have to hit the school of bait. He's going to destroy my gummy shad. Here he comes. Nice 5-6 pound bluefish. chomping down on my gummy shad. I guess I have to put a new body on there. That's one of the reasons I like the gummy shad, because I can change the bodies. Unlike some plastic lures, it's all one piece. The lead head and the bait are all one piece, and when one is destroyed, the whole thing's useless. There, we got him out. Look at that! Look at that clean cut. Look at destroyed. All right, put him back. I'm not going to keep him. I'm looking for a couple of big bluefish like we had yesterday that can put on the smoker. Would be nice. Woo! And put a new gummy shad on here.
It's time for our tip of the week, brought to you by Boaters World, boating and fishing for the world.
A couple things that I do. Number one is I bring extra clothes with me, all right? Because you never know when you're going to get wet, either from a lot of walking or perspiration, or you take a dunk in the water, which does happen. I bring extra gloves for cold weather, a hat, a baseball cap for warmer weather. I got an extra pair of socks, underwear, sweatpants, a turtleneck, and of course toilet paper just to stay organized, and an extra rain jacket as well, because if you get wet, you got to get right back to the truck and dry off. I like to keep my tackle organized as well. First thing I do is keep an assortment of bucktails. I mark in the boxes the weights, and I have them assorted by different colors. Always make sure I got an extra spare reel. You never know if something's going to go wrong. You want to be prepared, especially when you're a long way from the beach here. I'm filled up with 20-pound test green silver thread. And I like to keep some leader material, my 50-pound silver thread shock leader here now, with my little Tide Ride swivels and snaps. I can tie extra leaders while I'm taking a break in the truck. I keep a couple extra boxes of spoons, like the Fjord spoons by Acme Tackle. I also keep a lot of cast masters and trophy spoons with me. And I really like to get a lot of these dividers, which you can buy in the tackle shops. And I can store all my plugs and keep all the plugs separate. I got a wide array of different sized knuckleheads, like the new Super Knucklehead, and a number of different colors. I have them lined up by poppers, bottle plugs. I got the little knuckleheads as well, which I love to use, particularly this morning to raise some of the finicky fish. Pencil poppers, big metal lip swimmers, cowboys. You know, I got metal lip swimmers like the West End Bait and Tackle. This is a cow killer lure, big baits for big fish. You know, of course, I got the old Adam 40, which is a standard, but the whole key is staying organized, and I keep everything organized by metal lips, swimming plugs, bottle plugs, poppers. I have everything ready to go. I got a whole box of plastic shads here as well. Another thing I really like to keep in my truck at all times are hooks. I got a wide assortment of hooks in different sizes, from size 1, which I can use on the small redfins and rebels, right up to size 4.0 and 5.0s. So I can change hooks in the back of pencil poppers and big metals. But if you stay prepared and you're always ready for action and you stay organized, you can find it when you need it. So we're gonna put all this stuff away, and I'm gonna go get something to eat.
Does this look familiar? Try shopping at Boaters World. Everything for boating, for fishing, for better times. Boaters World. Deep, deep discounts on over 20,000 marine products.
Captains and guides have known for years the blood red color triggers a natural feeding response in fish. Fish ignore popular colors, but they can't resist taste testing the bleeding bait color. Now you can add the world's sharpest hooks and a natural feeding response in fish with Daiichi's bleeding bait hooks. In tests across the country, Daiichi bleeding bait hooks outfished ordinary hooks as much as 3 to 1. Whether you're worming for bass or chunking stripers, outfish your friends with Daiichi bleeding bait hooks.
Bomber. The one and only.
Hey Hey, fishermen! For the most comprehensive reports and fishing information on the internet, log on to www.thefishingline.com. Thefishingline.com has fishing reports for boats, surf, freshwater, or party and charter boats for Long Island's tri-state area. Now you can listen to the Fishing Line radio show live on the web, Saturdays at 4 p.m., or see video clips of the TV show. Know where they are, not where they were, with thefishingline.com. What you need to know in fishing, it's www.thefishingline.com.
Well, they have fish in Atlantic Beach. There's nothing going on here. There are some birds. They're not close enough. The boats are getting them, but it's still very finicky. So what we're going to do is we're going to head back to Atlantic Beach, start heading back towards the crib. Look like they want to turn on here. I'm definitely coming back here at 2 o'clock for the last of the incoming tide this afternoon, that's for sure, because that's been the pattern for 3 days in a row, which is why we're out here trying to repeat and duplicate the great bite from the last 2 days. So we'll have to see what happens, but not enough to make me want to stay here, though they are moving in close, but that's a long ways away. That's at field 3. You know what, I think we're going to go eat lunch. Give this a chance to build up its momentum until we start hammering these fish a little bit later, so that's what we're going to do. Going west, baby. Time to get out of here. Going to Atlantic Beach. Going back. That's where I think these fish are going to be. Come on, you guys coming with me. Let's go. Hey Bob, Rich Johnson, I can't talk long, I'm driving. Give me a call on the cell phone when you get off from work around noon, I guess you said you're getting off. Robert Moses was dead this morning, the fish picked here. We walked back to where we were yesterday, which was to the west of Robert Moses 4. Turns out the fish were to the east of Robert Moses 4. We missed them. They should be back in the afternoon. Quiet as a mill pond, no wind, glassy calm. Call me, I'll be on the cell. Bye. All right, let's go a little bit west and see if we can stop a couple of beaches on the way back and see if we can locate a few fish here. We're here at Point Lookout. These are the Point Lookout jetties here. That's the West End 2 jetty on the horizon right there. Behind me here, this is all Lido Beach and Nassau Beach going into Long Beach, which is our next step, is to go west. This is what the surf fishing game's about, particularly in the fall as the fish are migrating. They're on one beach, they're on another beach, and they can be moving at a pretty good clip, particularly when you have bad weather coming in. We've had very stable, high pressure system for 2 or 3 days. The fish that have been on the beaches have remained on those beaches, and we've had good consistent action, some blitz action at all these beaches at any given moment, but the fish have not really moved down the line to the next beach from the east to west migration until you get some bad weather. Thursday or Friday, we're supposed to get some nasty weather come in. That'll start pushing them down, and that'll make them leave wherever they are now. But we're gonna bounce around and take a look and see what's going on. I see some cormorants working and the birds out in the horizon, but so much for that. I think we'll go get something to eat. All right, let's see, what do we got here? I don't see much here. We're at Tobay Beach on the west and south shore of Long Island. I don't see much of anything going on. A lot of birds back at field 6, but they're all out of range. Field 6 could be a big place to be this afternoon. And they've had fish there the last couple of days, so I'm going to keep doing what I've been doing, which is going back to where I've had my success the last 2 days in a row, and hope the pattern holds true. If I don't think it's going to happen by 4 o'clock, I got plenty of time to come back west and get another hour and a half before dark and get into field 6 and even some action back in Long Beach off the jetties. I'll go jetty hopping, but right now the Jones Inlet area is alive with birds and all out of reach, so I think we're going to go back to Robert Moses. Woo, man, he came out of nowhere. Oh yeah, right in tight here, whoa. Oh man, Bob, that's a nice fish right there. Oh, big bluefish here, woo. Oh yeah. Oh, play them easy, nice and easy. Just bring them in, grab them in the wave, kind of steer them into shore. Steer them in, steer them in. There we go. Oh, there's an eight pounder. Oh, baby. Now here you got to be careful. You've got big teeth and you got big treble hooks in here too. Get them up under the plate so I don't hurt them. Come on, hold still. I'm going to put you back. There we go. Woo! Well, there you have it, folks. A day in the life of a surf fisherman. Follow me, we'll put them back. Nice 8-pound bluefish. Well, there you have it, folks. A day in the life of a surf fisherman. Started with a full tank of gas. We drove from Robert Moses to Atlantic Beach and back. Had a lot of fish here the last couple of days. Today was a very, very slow pick. I didn't have a lot of fish. I could have very easily been skunked, as we have been in the past. Or we could have walked into a blitz like we had for 2 days in a row here. We're coming up on a new moon. Could have made them a little finicky today. But thanks for being with us here on the Fish Line. We showed you a couple of things today. Number one, don't be afraid to change lures. We caught our fish on 4 or 5 different lures today. We had a good network of friends who let us know what was going on and what wasn't going on the beaches. That's what cell phones are for these days, to let you know what's going on. Thanks to New York State Parks for letting us come down and film here at Robert Moses. A beautiful facility. You really should come down and do it. Took you through the evolution of the spinning reel from cracks right up to Van Stalls. A lot of stuff on today's show. We're glad you were with us to enjoy it. Get out here and enjoy some surf fishing. You're really going to love it. It's a great sport that anybody can do on the cheap. It's very easy to get into and do. So thanks for being with us. We'll see you next week on the Fish Line, fishing somewhere in your own backyard. We'll see you next week. And there we go. One more, baby. Come on.
To add the uncut extended copy of this program to your library, just follow the directions on the screen.
I know. There's a lot of life here. Every once in a while you see a fish roll, you throw it to it, you catch it. It's a bass or it's a bluefish, you know. So that's what we try and do. Now, you know, 5, 6 pound bluefish. Well, nobody's calling me from field 2, so we can't be doing much down there.
The Fishing Line with Rich Johnson was brought to you by Boaters World, boating and fishing for the world, Boaters World. And by the Outdoor Channel, real outdoors for real people, the Outdoor Channel. Also brought to you in part by Bomber Lures, tie one on. Silver Thread Line, performance technology line. Yum Baits, start a feeding frenzy. Daiichi Hooks, the world's sharpest hooks. Yamaha, when you want the best. And by LIPA, the power of change. We'll see you next time on the Fishing Line. So long, everybody.